All right, all right, all right, all right. On a deep, cold, rainy night in Brazil, it was quiet, and then you hear a faint little sound coming from the forest, slash rainforest, where Brazil is. And then you're like, what was that? So you go and travel your heart out to the noise, and you hear nothing, but then you hear a crackle. That crackle is sharp. And then you turn around. You think it's something that breaks sticks and makes them crackle, but it wasn't. It was Michael Jackson. And you're like, aren't you like supposed to be dead? And he's like, no, I'm the he here. Boom boom. And as you try to think about what he said, he pulls out a shoe and he looks at you and he gives you this mumble tone of a hee hee, and he starts running at you. And you're like, oh, what the fuck just happened? Wait, why is he running at me? I should probably run. So you start running and running. And in the and in the faint darkness, like here's a running after you. And then and then what happens was you felt this hard shoe that tap danced on your skull hit you, and you're dazed out. And you look in the corner of your eye, you see Michael Jackson 360, and he looks at you, does the toy gun, shoots you, and he moonwalks over to you, and then he grabs you, and then you're phased physically, and then you're like, Michael Jackson, what are you gonna do to me? Ooh woo. And he's like, oh, nothing. I'm just gonna hee hee, you're ho ho. And then he takes you somewhere on this dark, rainy night of Brazil. And he's taking you, and taking you, and taking you. And then you don't know where you are no more. It's deserty, it's cactusy, no water to be seen. You're like, Mr. Jackson, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna die? And fucking Michael Jackson looked at you and said, no, you're gonna stay alive. I'm gonna take you to Osama bin Laden now. And then you're like, what the fuck? Why? Isn't he dead? He's like, yes, he's dead. And you're like, okay, why isn't he more dead? How is he alive? He's like, no, he's not alive. It's just it's just this fucking wannabe that has a fucking, I don't know, fucking baseball cap on. Fucking dude. And he's taking you to this rough Minecraft temple looking place. Instead of that, it actually has stairs on it, which makes it look like a pyramid, kind of. And you're like, Mr. Jackson, please stop. My back's burning. It's on fire. It's hurting a lot. My back, my back has carpet burn. And you're like, and he's like, oh, sorry. And then he starts to grab you viciously. And then he rapes off your shirt. And then when he's raping off your shirt, he looks at your back, grabs it, he slaps it like a bongo, starts to clashing it. He's clashing, and he slaps and he slaps, and he's like, he. He starts to lick your back muscles, and you just start to twitch. And all you really think of is I wish this wasn't happening right now. Yep. And then Mr. Jackson grabs your ass cheek, picks you up by the ass cheek, puts you on his shoulder while holding your ass cheek, and he starts walking. And then then you're like, please don't stop. And you're telling him that. He's like, shh, shh, can't hear talking. And then you're like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. He's like, as he licks the back of your earlobe and ear. You're like, bro, what the fuck did I do to get in this mess? And he's like, oh, you did nothing. I just wanted to lick you out. And you're like, dude, please stop. He's like, and at this point, he's like Venom with his long tongue wrapping across your fucking face, rubbing each earlobe for the same amount of time. And then you're there. You close your eyes. You wake up. You're in your cabin, and then you're on your rocking chair, and there's a pillow right on there, and it's you walked up to the pillow, and in Brazil, yes, in Brazil, you walked up to the pillow, and you looked at it. It was open. And then you're like, what the fuck? Why is this pillow open? You reach inside it and it's wet. It's kind of gooey, but not really. You're like, what is this? And then as you're touching it over and over again, you hear a creak, creak, creak. And then you were like, oh fuck, there's a penguin inside my house. And then you go and hide inside the closet. Yeah. And then you open the door, you hear a creak. And then you just hear a creak, creak, creak as Michael Jackson moonwalks to the pillow, pulls his zipper down, and fills that pillow up with his mushroomy marshmallow sauce. And then you're just watching. And he turns around slowly with the dick and pillow looking at you. And then last thing you know, he hit it. He hit you with his dick pillow. Boom, boom. The end. You ready? All right. So in this dark. No, it's not dark. It's a light out. It's day. It's gloomy. It's nice. It's cloudy and rainbow. And you're in a dark alley. Because why not? And you live in that box. Yeah, that little box right there. You see that on? Yeah, you live in that box. And that box was gifted to you by fucking Obama. Yeah, Obama. He went to the dark alley you were in. He looked at you and said, "Hey, yeah, you little boy, you gonna help me out and live in this box?" I'm like, okay. And you lived in that box because I don't know, Obama told you so. And you're walking around the streets, fucking looking for quarters, money. You're broke because you fucking smell. And when you see this weird figure, that figure's dark. It's dark. It has hair on its face like a human. And you're walking towards that figure because you're a hobo and you want money. And you walk to that figure and you realize it's a fucking black dude that looks like Obama. Wait, I don't think we should have this clip here. Alright, cut the clip there.